Okay, this is an update to my video series on how to make your quad faster, or whatever, your scooter or whatever. But so this particular portion is just on roller weights. I bought a 4.5 gram sliders from Dr. Pulley, and they're just not working in my quad too well. I need heavier ones. If you're going from rollers to sliders, a 6 gram roller, if you want to stay with an equal weight in slider, you need to go with a 7 gram slider. So you have to go up one in the slider. So I went from a 7 roller, which is stock in my Polaris 90cc quad, and I thought 4.5 might give me what I wanted out of the, getting a quick start. And I'll give you a quick start, but they just don't shift any gears. So it just revs immediately right up to, like, I don't know what RPM, but a lot, and just stays there immediately. So not a good option. So rather than scrapping the rollers, the sliders, I looked for ways to get it to make them heavier. So there's several different ways. I saw, again, this guy 90 GT Vert. He has some YouTube videos, and he shows tin foil. You can get a gram more per slider by packing it with tin foil. Then he shows how to make them heavy with solder. But I'm not playing around with solder. And he says you got to punch the center out, but you could. He mentions you could damage the outside by doing it, so don't do it if you're, I only have 6 sliders, and I can't afford to damage them now and then go buy another set of $20 sliders. So I had some JB Weld already, and I noticed I had some tiny little screws and bolts. So they're tiny. So I took one, and I put 2 bolts on it, and I put it on my little kitchen thing that weighs for for meals or whatever grams, and they slid into my sliders, the bolts. So my calculation by putting it on the scale was 2 of these screwed on and placed into the slider, and then epoxy inside to go around it. So I put a little tape on the bottom. Let me pick one up. I just finished this, so I don't want to but I put a little tape on the bottom and put a little epoxy at the bottom of the nut, and then slid it in, and it doesn't protrude over the top or over the bottom. There's actually protective coating plastic. It's gets narrower down there. So I filled them up, and I'm at like 42 grams right now, and these are 6 gram, 7 gram roller weights. So when I put this on there, it goes to 50 grams. So it was just another way of me to get my correct measurement or whatever. So I'm at about 42 grams, which is 7 grams each, which is good for a slider. So now it's probably going to be equivalent to 6 grams. 7 gram slider would be equivalent to I forgot my calculation now. The slider is it would be equivalent to a 6 gram roller weight. So that's about what I'm looking for, a 6 gram roller weight, but in a slider. I don't want to ditch the sliders because the benefits, they say you get more low end torque, you get more high end torque because of the angles, but there's videos on that too. So that's how I made my rollers heavy, my sliders heavier, and we'll see how it goes. Should be fine. These sliders do make a little noise in the maybe because they were so light, but it sounded like a baby's rattle when I was driving the quad. They were rattling around like a baby's rattle. So in case anybody doesn't know about that, I'm going to see having extra weight. Maybe they won't sound like a baby's rattle, but I'm guessing it's going to sound like a baby's rattle sliding around in the variator on the machine, even when I put these in, but we'll see. And that's it.